the New Mexicors. Welcome to the finale of the ExxonMobil Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta.
All right, this is the last day of Balloon Fiesta, and once again it's raining. And I brought out the Osmo Pocket 3, and then it started raining. So I'm probably not going to keep this camera out very long because it is not weather resistant. A little bit of balloon action on the final day of Balloon Fiesta. The second weekend this year was almost a complete bust. It is a beautiful fall morning here in Albuquerque. I think the temperature right now is right around 59 degrees. It is raining. We have cloudy skies, and once again, no balloons taking flight. There are a handful of balloons here out on the field that are doing a static display, and in the dark, in the early morning hours, it looks really, really cool as the balloons light up. So that blue balloon over on the right is Virgil Ortiz's balloon, prominent artist out of Cochiti, New Mexico, Cochiti Pueblo. He does a lot of futuristic type Native American mashup type art. There's not a ton of people out here this morning. I think everybody kind of saw what was coming prior to making that trek over to Balloon Fiesta Park, paying the $20 parking fee, paying $15 admission, and so they just chose to stay home. But there's actually a lot more people out here than I would have anticipated. It's a shame that both yesterday and today were both canceled due to inclement weather. I guess I'll just go wander around. Everybody is still back in the RV. Well, Amber's awake, but kids are all still sleeping away, enjoying the warmth of the inside. And it's funny because I put on a light coat and my beanie cap, keep my dome warm, but now I'm getting hot. And I also have sweats on. Should have stuck with my shorts. All right, let's make one pass by the food vendors. Like one of my theories as to why they don't announce no fly. I mean, it's all based on a flag system. So like yellow flag means, okay, we're gonna be in a holding pattern. Red flag means we're not flying today, and green flag means we are a go. It's been a yellow flag all morning. We all have the weather app. I think all of us already knew they weren't going to fly, but they did not make that official announcement until after they get some crowds here at the park to pay that non-refundable parking fee and non-refundable admission. You can see there's some people huddled up under the tent shelters. Maybe they're waiting to catch their bus back, the park and ride. Traffic is such a pain in the rear that a lot of times people will just do the park and ride just so then they can sit and somewhat relax on their way over to the park. Yeah, it looks like concessions are still hopping. Really, concessions are just all of your traditional fair type foods. There is the little Sandia tram car, so you can go get some event information. Ooh, who doesn't want some Hamburgers and pizza first thing in the morning. I wouldn't say no. But as you can see, there's still a lot of people. I mean, certainly not like when the balloons are actually flying. It's not that busy, but it is still surprisingly busy. And I'm very tempted to go get us some coffee, but I have a coffee maker right back at the camp 5 minutes away, so I'll save my money and go do that. Look at the crowds though. They're all huddled around 3 little balloons. There's a whole bunch of concessions. They go all that way. I'm not going to walk through all of them because I am not buying anything. But anyway, this is it. And this is the reality of Balloon Fiesta and weather in New Mexico. It's just, you just never know.
To honor our country, performing our national anthem, please welcome the New Mexicors. The New Mexicors. Welcome to the finale of the ExxonMobil Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta with a beautiful static display for your Sunday morning.
Love a good national anthem first thing in the morning. For real. So it is going to be a static display on the last day of Balloon Fiesta, 53rd annual Balloon Fiesta here in beautiful Albuquerque, New Mexico. I think I'm going to head back to the RV, see if anybody else is up. Go make myself a delicious hot cup of coffee and probably work on some breakfast, and then we'll start packing up and try to get out of here by 11 or 12 this morning. I just feel bad for people that have traveled a long distance just to be shut out the entire weekend. But it's an uncontrollable, one of those situations in life that you just have to work around. Beaver balloon. That's cool. It's a nice trailer. We have some more balloons over here. Trying to inflate so they can do their static display and at least give something to the spectators that are out here braving the weather to come and experience this. So at least some of these pilots are being cool about it and inflating and giving some type of a show, even if it's not the full experience. And if you want to see the full experience, scroll back to my last video where on Friday I tried to capture the full immersive Balloon Fiesta experience, and I'll be sure to include a link to that video at the end of this one. Alright, well, I'm going to head back to the RV, get my coffee, get this day going. And I just have to say, my favorite part of this whole weekend was waking up and being able to see grandbaby Kai's beautiful little face, beautiful smile, first thing in the morning. I just loved it. He would sit there and wake up and just be sitting there, and then I would sit up and see him, and just seeing his face get that big smile, just absolutely really does melt my heart. He's such a beautiful kid. So I will be missing that in the days to come, because that was just awesome. Just a great experience. It's a great feeling to look at a little human and have them look back and just smile. And actually be happy to see you.